Hey everybody, how you doing? Chad again. Welcome back to Pecan Knife and Tool. It's been a long day and long several weeks. Everything's blending in. Been working on a lot of knives, getting some stuff together. I've got a bunch of Jaspers coming out, as well as making a couple more Rogues, and I'm trying to get that Montana out for December 1st to show everybody so I can maybe take some orders. But yeah, I just got done hand sanding and cleaning things up a little bit, and I got a package from the post office, so I thought, well, I'm going to take a break and clean up a little bit, and I'll take you along for a little Monday mail call. So, yeah, it's been rather hectic, to say the least. Trying to clean things up a little bit here. You go through sandpaper like crazy. It's probably one of the downfalls with knife making is all the hand sanding that you have to do. And sometimes more than others. It all depends on the type of finish and everything. But let me grab. Oh, here we go. Let me put this away. And oh yeah, I got these. So these are what's going to be going out soon. Got a couple of Jaspers here, a couple of the Rogues, the new ones, and that's a Montana here, as well as I've got a Montana up there, and I've got a Montana that's finished heat treated. So. It's turned out really good. This is what it looks like after you heat treat them, but really nice. It's a really good feel, well balanced. Really looking forward to that one. That one's going to be for sale on the website. I'm actually going to deck that out in something like pecan wood with some maybe like a green liner or something like that. And I got a really nice decorative pin I'm going to put in the center of it. So, but yeah, let's get to this package. So, what I got here is a little mail call, and this is for a customer's knife. He's got a couple of knives coming, actually, and I thought it's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to the color scheme and the mix, because he's getting a couple of Jaspers, and those Jaspers are going to be the acid stonewash finish, but they're going to be dressed Jaspers, which means they're going to have scales on them. And if you're now, I'm just going to warn you. If you think your computer or your phone, the colors have gotten all off or anything, they're not. Your phone, your computer, your electronic device you're watching this on is not broken. These are the scales that this fella picked out, and they're rather vibrant. Kapow! Yeah, you see that right. I honestly think it's going to look good. This is pink G10, and I think that's going to really look nice with that acid stonewash finish. And then he opted for the orange G10 too. And like I say, you guys, if it's a color I can get, I'll get it. And in the case of this, it's like on my website, you'll see the dress Jaspers and the prices and stuff like that. I just put that up. But these are colors that you can get a hold of. So yeah, that's what he wanted. So he's going to get one Jasper with orange, and he's going to get another Jasper with pink, and they're both going to be acid stonewash finish. Nice taper tangs, and then nickel silver tube pins. So they are going to look really sharp. I'm excited to get them done. But yeah, that's these aren't colors that you normally see me put out, is it? So the next one here, this is probably a little bit more of most of your guys' speed that's watching this video, and all that is just some micarta here. And I picked out some black canvas micarta, and it's got lines on it, scuff lines. Those grind off and everything. It's fine. It's just scuffs from maybe when they ran on a belt and cut it or something. But I do have some olive drab as canvas micarta that I did on that previous Rogue that you see on my video. I'll put a link up someplace here. But that I also I have some black linen. And I have black and red layered linen, as well as black and olive drab. I think it's either linen or paper. And Kurt's knife, it was olive drab and black, I think linen. And I'll put a picture of that in here. And that was Kurt's kitchen knife I did. And that's actually black and olive drab layered micarta with dark red G10 liners. But yeah, so I get my stuff from Jantz. I buy from Maker Material Supply as well, And both of them are really good companies. Every now and then you find something on eBay that you can probably get a good deal on, but I try to go with some people that I'm used to dealing with, and I know American-made products and stuff, so I like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. It's it's a little much for color, I think, but not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. Actually, I'm actually gonna take some pictures of that as well as some of the other micarta I have, so I can. Oh, geez, I was testing a block of pecan, and I was doing a coating that I make, a mix that I have to color it to seal up the woods, because pecan. That's the other thing I was learning too. Everybody's used to knowing that, hey, oak is a hard wood and it's all good, but oak is. It's called Janka, Janka. It's a hardness ratio test, and the Janka, however you say it, is it's 860. I think I'll put it down below here. I think the oak is 860 Janka, the hardest, like foot pounds. So you're thinking, hey, 860 foot pounds, that's pretty cool. Well, not when you start looking at other woods. Pecan, and I'll go to red elm. Red elm is around the same. It's like 8 something, and I have some red elm and I have oak. Then I found out about apple. I was like, yeah, I'll try some apple. Apple 1700 and something Janka rated. So apple is actually harder than oak and red elm. Then I came across, I got sent some pecan. And the pecan is 1860, I think, or something. It's like, wow, that's hard. That is hard wood. But the pecan is taking to some of these oils really well. Now, granted, pecan's it's not a really fancy wood. It's more of a plain wood. But, I mean, it's still a really nice looking wood. It's really cool. I like it. I like the wood. Sometimes, you don't want a lot of aggressive, grains and stuff. Sometimes you just want some mediocre grains, some easygoing grains. So here's some more canvas. This is olive drab canvas, but this was 3/8 inch thick. I got this thickness because both with the Rogue, but as well as some of my bush knives, because you know how I like to swell the backs and everything like that. The 3/8, it works really well. All of this is 1/4 inch because this for the Jaspers, because they're a really small EDC knife, I only use 1/4 inch material, and even that, it'll get thinned down a little bit. And then with the Rogue, I noticed when I did it, I used this 3/8 inch here. I used the olive drab 3/8 inch micarta, and that worked really well. Because again, it gives you the ability to swell the backs and stuff like that a little bit. So I got some olive drab 3/8 inch. I've got some of this black canvas 1/4 inch, so that'll be really good for the Jaspers. And then I have this is black canvas micarta here. Oh, I already had a little stick of it. Black canvas. Okay, I had a stick of black canvas. I didn't think that was black canvas. I got it mixed up with this. This is black and red, and this is linen. And I'm really looking forward to trying to do a knife with this, because I don't know if you really can't tell right now. You can't, because I only sanded off this little edge here, but you'll get the hues. The black and the reds will mix together. I don't know if it'll come out on the camera or not, but probably not. The color's not so good, but there's black and red layers all through that. So when you start to sand it down, you'll get a little bit of this. You'll get a little black and red layers in there. So. But anyhow, if I find a picture or something, I'll share it with you guys. But I don't. I'm waiting to try this, and this is 3/8, so I could do that. But I got the olive drab here, and then I got this is black paper micarta. This is a 3/8 inch slab, and there's paper, linen, and canvas. Not all your colors can be. Or at least I found I can't get all the colors in all of the different materials. And what they do is they take paper, or they take linen, or they take canvas, and they take layers of that, mixed it with like a fiberglass resin, and it's pressed, and that's what they cut them square, and that's what gives you micarta. So So yeah, so that's you can't get all the colors with that, but the canvas gives it a much more of a texture feel when you sand it down. I'll take it to 120 grit, and where it's still somewhat smooth, it still has some it still has a little grip. You know, it's got a little grip, and I could just take it to 36 or 60. It's not as nice, but you could do that, and it gives you good grip when it gets wet and full blood or anything like that. But paper is very smooth. Paper is it gets 600 or 800 grit finish, sanded and buffed and everything. It's a really smooth, slick finish. I don't like that in any of my knives. If I use paper, I'm not going to take it more than maybe 400 grit. Even that's pretty slippery, but that's personal preference there. This is just black. This is just the black one here, and then that's part of this one. This is part of the black green. So this is what I did Kurt's knife with, black and green, and this is linen. So the linen, as you'll see on Kurt's knife, the scales, they're not as smooth and polished finish. They do give a little bit of textures, but his I took down to I think 400 grit. And then I have Coyote Brown G10. And the G10's nice. My only downfall with all this material is it smells horribly. I just don't like the smells of some, especially the micarta. Micarta is just horrible. It smells my shop up for days. G10 not as bad, but micarta definitely is the stinkiest of all the ones. And then I've got some. Let's see, this is the G10. Yep, this is G10. This is ivory. So that's pretty cool. So. It's a mail call Monday, but honestly, it's more of a handle material class as well, or conversation. But yeah, so and this I had this too. This was given to me. It was in a box of scraps, and it's a micarta. I think it's a bone micarta. It's just one thick slab, so I really don't use it for anything because it's so thick. But I can't rip it down. It'd be very thin, like a really thin scales. So what I'm saving it for is to do filler pieces. So if I did two different colors, or if I did, if you wanted black and you wanted ivory a little bit mixed into it or something like that, I can do that. But yeah, so that's what I save that for. But it's just one of those things that I just like to keep a hold of. And I got a whole bunch of other scraps in here too. This is another piece of something here. I wish I knew what this was. I got to put tape on these things and figure that all out. And I think maybe that's the next project here. This is black and green linen scale. So this is off of Kurt's knife when I did his. But yeah, so that was it. So mail call Monday. Got some liners. Making progress here in the shop. Everything's working out really well. So hey, thank you very much for stopping over. Jump over to ck-knifeandtool.com. Check out the website. All the information. Hopefully I cleaned it up a little bit more for everybody to kind of be able to follow out what a per knife costs. And then some of the options, what those options would cost you. Look back, I'm going to put more pictures out with some of the leather once I start getting better at that and I start feeling more confident to provide you guys leather sheaths. I'll do that as well. I'll throw those pictures in there as well. And also, we're coming up on Christmas, so check out CK Knife and Tool because I have gift cards. And you can go on there and you can buy a gift card, pay through PayPal, and all you do is put gift card, whatever dollar amount you paid through PayPal. Just make sure you put in the notations or a message to me, this is for a gift card, and I will mail it off to you. If you're local in your area or if you don't do PayPal and you'd like one and you want to mail me a check, you're going to have to make it a money order. And I'll have to do that. There's a lull in there, but I can still get them out to you pretty quickly. So you just make sure that you send me a check. And all the information is on my website. And if anything, you can always shoot me a message both here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, MeWe, and on my website at ck-knifeandtool@gmail.com or ck-knifeandtool@wavecable.com. Everything CK Knife and Tool. Made it easy. So until the next one, guys, thank you for all the support. Hopefully you're having a great Thanksgiving, and we'll catch you later. Bye.